Hi everyone, and welcome back to Wander Freely. In our 3 years of full-time RVing experience, we stayed at over 150 campgrounds. And out of those campgrounds, we have picked our top 4 favorites to share with you. We are in no way affiliated with these campgrounds. We do not ask for discounted rates or anything like that. These are just the ones that we love and keep coming back to. I decided to break this video up into 2 parts. So this video will cover 2 of those campgrounds, and then the other 2 campgrounds can be found in part 2. We always find that it is the campground along with the surrounding area that makes a visit worth repeating. Let's take a look at what made these campgrounds so special, and that will give you a framework for evaluating campgrounds for yourself. Links to each campground's website are in the description below. Let's go camping! Our first pick is obviously Sugar Sands in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I did an entire tour of this campground before, so I will link that up here and also in the description below. One of our favorite things about Sugar Sands is the large concrete spots. And I know that may sound simple, but that really goes a long way for Chris and I. They give a really nice sense of privacy and that cleaner feel of concrete. It takes less than 10 minutes to get to the beach from the campground, and the Walmart and Publix are close by, but it is also far enough on the outskirts of town that it is a very quiet and peaceful campground. It has a great pool, community room and kitchen, plus activities for kids too. But it is usually not just the campground itself that makes it special for us. The location also plays a major role in ranking. In this case, we fell in love with the town of Gulf Shores during our very first visit. It has beautiful white sand and clear water beaches. In the winter, the beaches are fairly empty, and it is easy to find private areas for walking and finding shells. Gulf Shores has a bunch of well-maintained nature trails too that show off its ecodiversity with swamplands and beaches. There is a really nice farmers market nearby for pecans and other treats. Gulf Shores is a great place to try something new too, like Mardi Gras.
Alright, so we are at the Mardi Gras parade in Orange Beach. We're right on the main drag. They shut the road down. We got some beads! Oh, Jenny got some beads.
Or if you are me, oysters.
First oyster ever.
Things I do for you. Oh, I hate it.
Don't chew it for too long. Get it down the hatch. Swallow it. Oh, no. Swallow it. Okay.
It's not that bad.
It's really not. I think it's more a texture thing. If you don't chew it as much, it'll go a lot better.
There was sand in it too. Is
That,
that
yep.
normal?
Yeah. There it was.
It's okay. Don't worry, by the end of our month winter stay there, I completely converted to loving oysters. Gulf Shores is a great starting place for day trips too, such as Fort Morgan, which played a role in the Battle of Mobile Bay during the Civil War. You can also take the ferry from Fort Morgan to Dauphin Island, where there is an Audubon bird sanctuary rated in the top 4 best places to see birds in North America. The city of Mobile is an easy day trip with plenty of historic homes to visit. And don't forget the USS Alabama, which you can tour for yourself. Here are the hammocks. An actual hammock. And of course, no trip to Alabama would be complete without a local alligator. Ah, Gulf Shores. When will I cease to miss you? It is the long written story of RVers. Even though you really love a place, it is time to leave it behind and move on. Campground number 2 is in a much more arid climate. It is Rancho Sonora in Florence, Arizona. Located in the Sonoran Desert, this is a beautiful and authentic RV resort. This place packs out in the winter, but we were there in the end of May with only a few other guests. We loved the local plant and wildlife thriving within the campground, like the Gambel's quails, and we even had 2 coyotes pass through. My younger sister and brother-in-law flew out from Pennsylvania to visit us there and were able to stay on Aunt Gladdy. We all had such a great time, and we just loved taking in the sunsets from the campground over the cactus at the end of each day. To us, the scenery of the campground was the quintessential Southern Arizona experience that we were looking for. Once again, the location really takes this campground to the next level. While staying there, we hiked around Superstition Mountain, a mountain that promised men gold but delivered mysterious death in its place. The end of May was definitely a hot time to be hiking in this part of Arizona, but the views were well worth the effort. There are local ruins to visit at Casa Grande too. In terms of day trips, we made one to the Sahuarin Desert, down to Tombstone to see a reenactment of the shootout at the OK Corral, and also to beautiful Tucson. These places just steal your heart, don't they? Florence was another place to love and leave behind. And that wraps up part 1 of our top 4 favorite campgrounds. I put a bunch of links in the description below that give you more information on these campgrounds and the locales, so make sure that you check those out. Also, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.